Hello friends, in previous video I completed Sketcher Workbench. So in this session I will explain you the Partisan Workbench. Okay, so let me start the Partisan Workbench. Go to Start, Mechanical Design, then select the Partisan. So here you can define your part name. Also you can see here enable hybrid design. So this enable hybrid design is nothing but this is just the representation of specification tree, like depending upon how the part was initially created, the reference elements such as point, line and planes will be placed in the specification tree. Like if the enabled hybrid design option is selected, CATIA will place these features within main body, and if hybrid design is clear, wireframe elements are inserted under a group called a geometrical set. So geometrical sets contain only 3D wireframe surface elements but no solids. Okay, so I'm not going to click on this. I'll just say okay. Okay, so now I will just open one example file. This is an example file, you can see here. So these all are the features. Okay, and here you have the plane. So if hybrid design is switched on, this plane will go under part body. Since hybrid design was not toggled there, so it went under geometrical set. So this is the difference between hybrid design when clicking and not clicking. Okay. So in Partisan Workbench you have the ability to create points, lines and planes outside of the Sketcher environment. These elements are called reference geometry. So you can see here points, line and plane. Okay, so let us start with the planes. So these three elements are useful in all other workbenches like surface design, sheet metal, even assembly also sometimes you can use this. Okay, so points are used to mark a location on model. They can be used as a basis for creating additional features. Okay, so here just click on to the I'll hide this axis system first, then I'll create another axis system at 0, 0, 0 location. Click on the I'll send these features to their location. Point, click on the point. Now here you have many options. Okay, just to create a point we have many options. The first option is with the help of coordinates. So you need to define the coordinates. Okay, that is the distance from 0, 0, 0 location to the point you want to create. So 50, 50 and 75. So this at this location the point will be created like this. You can see here. So this is what this coordinates is. And if you go to the next option on curves, you can see many options are there. On curve, on plane, on surface, circle, sphere, tangent on curve and in between. So there are many options here. Okay, let me create the first one, coordinates. Just say okay. Now the point is created here. Okay, second option is on curves. So to create point on curve you must have a curve. Okay, so I'll select this and simply select and select the curve. You can see on curve it's showing now. Okay, so here you have many options. Distance on curve, so these features are used to locate the point. Okay, distance on curve means you need to define the distance you need to give. Okay, from 0 0 0 location it will create a point at 25 mm distance. Okay, and next option is distance along direction. So here you need to define the direction. Okay, in which direction you want to create the point, and you need to give the offset. Okay, so you cannot give y direction because this is a straight line in x-axis. So if the line is in some 45 degree to x and y axes, then you can define y or x. Okay, so here I'll show the next one, ratio of curve length. Instead of defining the length, you are going to define the ratio. If you define 0.5, it will create point at center point of the line. Okay, like this. Here we have nearest extremity, okay, and middle point. So these are the different options. So you will come to know as you use to it. Okay, so I will show all these things options when the use is required. So I will show in while doing examples and all. Okay, next is on plane. On plane is nothing but, see, this is one plane, this is one plane, this is one plane. So just click on the plane, see, you can locate the point anywhere. So you cannot create it in another like in another axis. Okay, this is actually point created on plane. Only two directional dimensions will be defined here. Okay, next one is on surface. Here you need to define on surface. You can create anywhere. Okay, if you have on surface, you can create on the surface also. Just click on the surface and you can give the reference points. Okay, here we have on circle. Okay, since there is no circle, so you cannot do it. I will create one circle. Okay, select this. Select the circle. See, now point is created. Okay, center point is created for a circle. Similarly, you can create it for sphere and ellipses. Okay, next is tangent on curve. Okay, this is a sketch. Okay, this is a curve and I need to select the direction. So I am selecting x direction. See, in x direction it should create a point actually. This is sketch, this is the direction. See, now in x direction it has created 2 points because there are 2 tangent points, one is here and the other one is here. Okay, so this is how you will create the tangent on curve and in between. Okay, I will select this line. Okay, now the support is line, but you need to define 2 points because there is the first point and the end point, because you are creating another point between these 2 points. And here also again you can define the ratio. You can see it's moving there, point is moving there. Observe this area. Okay, as soon as you increase the ratio, it's moving. You can directly click on midpoint. Okay, so it will be created at mid location. So this is how you create points. Okay, similarly you have line option. In line also you have many options. Okay, point to point. So for point to point you need 2 points as a reference. The first one I'll click as 0 0 0. The second one I'll create here itself, right click and create on plane. I'll create, okay, somewhere here I'll create. Now see, with the help of 2 points one line is created. You can define these lengths. These are extra lengths which you want to define other than this distance. Okay, so I'll give 50 here. See, now it is extended to 50 mm. In here also you can make it. Okay, it's like this. So here also you have some limitation options. So up to 1 and up to 2. So these are actually limitations. For example, if you have one plane here and one more plane here, you can give up to 1 as the first plane and up to 2 as the second plane. Okay, so this is so these situations will not arrive because most of the times we do not use these kind of options. Okay, and here you have length types. So first one is I used is length. Now if you click on the second option, infinite start point, that means the first point will be here, the start point. This distance will be infinite, even though if you zoom here, see, this is infinite. So it's, as soon as you zoom it, it still keep on extending. Similarly, infinite endpoint also there. If you click infinite, so it will create both infinite ends. Okay, next is point and direction. Select any point. Okay, give some direction. I'll give Z direction. So in Z direction it will create the line. Okay, now here one more option is activated, that is mirror extend. If you click this, the same distance will be replicated on other side also. You can see here it is 93, and even other side also 93 will be the length of this line. So total 93 into 2. So next option is angle normal to curve. Okay, so before that you must have one curve there. So this is a curve. I'll select this curve. Okay, now see automatically angle normal to curve option is selected here. Okay, select any point here. Okay, there are no points. Now I'll create one point on the curve. Okay, you can see one line is created now. So here line is created at 45 degree angle. You can change this angle. You can see that. It's like this. Okay, similarly here you can see mirrored extent. These things are same. Okay, and here we have one more option called normal to curve. So it will create line normal to this curve. Okay, so this is how we create line on curve. Next is tangent to curve. Okay, I'll select this option. See, you can see now the line is created automatically to the existing curve at some points, and it is tangent here. Okay, so next is normal to surface. So here you should have one surface. Okay, I'll create one surface. So here you can type C colon extrude. Let me see it's working, or yes, it's working. So actually the code I wrote is to call this tool from shape design. Okay, you can directly go to shape design toolbar, then you can create surface, then you can again come back to part design. So I created surface. Okay, the lighting is more here, so I'll change the lighting settings. Go to lighting, you can change this. See here, you can change this, you can reduce the lighting. Okay, now select this line option and select normal to surface, click on the surface. Okay, you need to define one point. Right click, create a point on surface somewhere here. Okay, now see, at this point the line will be created. Okay, here you have some other many options which you can use. Okay, so this is normal to surface option, and bisecting. So this will create a line bisecting at bisecting points. Okay, this is similar to the option I explained you in Sketcher, so I'm not going to explain that again. Okay, if you really want me to explain, you can message me or you can comment on my video. Okay, and here we have a next option called plane. Here you have offset from plane. The first option is offset from plane. You can select any plane as a reference. For example, if you want to create one more plane, okay, taking this plane YZ plane as a reference, you click on the reference plane, then give the distance here. Okay, any distance you can give. For example, if you want multiple planes, okay, at distance of 50 mm, you click on this repeat object after OK. Now you click this. See, now it will ask how many more planes you need. Okay, I'll just say OK. See, 2 more planes are created at same distance, like 50 50 50. Okay, this is how you can create a plane with the help of offset option. Next is parallel through point. So all these options are very easy. Okay, you can see here I have one plane, reference plane, and I'll create one more plane at this location, this point. The point is created and it will be parallel to the reference plane. Okay, you can see here, like this it will be created. Next option is angle normal to the plane. Okay, so for that you must have one rotating axis and reference. Okay, reference plane and angle. Okay, see here, so I have reference plane as YZ plane here, then axis, you must select the axis like Y and Z, because you cannot select the Z axis. Okay, because because axis perpendicular to this reference plane is it will give you error. I'll select the Z axis. Okay, you can see the plane here, and you can select some angle here. It will be created at 45-degree angle. Like this it will be created. Okay, so for example I'll select X axis. Let's see what happens. See, it's giving error. So all told, no, why you should not select the perpendicular axis of the reference plane. Okay, here you have one more option called project rotation axis on reference plane. I'll explain you this. What is the use of this point in this option? Initially, now I'll create a plane. Okay, so parallel 50 mm. One plane is created here. Now I'll select this normal angle normal to plane. Reference is this plane. I'll select. Okay, then select the rotation axis. Sorry, reference. I'll select this, and I'll select rotation axis as y-axis. Now just see preview. See, the plane is created in this location, but the reference is here. So if you want to create this plane on the reference plane, now select this option. So the plane will be moved to the reference plane. So this is what the project rotation axis on reference plane means. Okay, that means the rotation axis will be moved here, so that the plane will also be created on the reference plane. Next is through 3 points. So here you need 3 points. Okay, so simply you can create somewhere. Okay, simply create points. Okay, select the option through 3 points. Select all 3 points. See, it will create a plane, so through which 3 points are passing. So that means the average of 3 or 3 lines will be the how it creates is it will join join all the points. It will create a surface there, and then later it will project plane. So that is how it works. Next is through 2 lines. So here also it's similar to the 3 points. So 2 lines will be created, then automatically, so you can create one plane with the help of this through point and a line, through planar curve, normal to curve, tangent to surface equation, mean through points. So these are all very simple options to create the planes. I shall explain you this during examples. Okay, while explaining examples I will show these things, because I don't want to waste more time on this. I will show you one more option here. See, this is one curve. Now I want to create one normal plane on this curve. You can see, use normal to curve option. Click on this. So it will create plane normal to this curve. Okay, this is how you can move. If you move, it will go somewhere else, but still it will be normal to the curve. Okay, this is normal to curve option. Okay, tangent to surface option is also there. I shall show you that also. Click on this, and you need one point for this. Okay, right click, create point. Okay, you can see plane is created somewhere here, which is tangent to the surface. So this is how you will create point, line and planes. Okay, you can see all the planes, points and surfaces are created under geometrical set. Okay, and the sketch is under part body. That means the sketch is used to build the 3D. Okay, and these are the reference elements. Even surface can also be used to build the 3D. Okay, So usually these three options like a point, line, plane will be called as the reference geometries. Okay, so this is it for this video. I'll come up with the next video and I'll explain you. Okay, so each options, I'm not going to skip anything here. I'll explain each and every option in CATIA. Okay, so that my intention is everyone must understand, because in training centers and all, they don't teach everything. They take money and they just finish this course, but they don't think what whether students understood or not. My intention is to make understand to all the students, so everyone must understand what is CATIA and how they can utilize this tool. Okay, so I will go through each and every points. Okay, so no need to worry. So, if you take my course, so it will be very worth. So for whatever money you paid, so it will not be a loss to you. Okay, so next video I'll start with the different tools on part design. So for the moment I'll end up and I'll come with the new session to explain the part design. Okay, till then, take care, bye bye.